Dear students, today we will study the one of the most important concept of the algebra. Its name is normal subgroup. It is just a special type of subgroup only. How can we define it? Let H be a subgroup of G. If G is an abelian, then X H is equal to Hx. It means every left coset is equal to right coset. It happens when G, the group is abelian. But G is not abelian. But every left coset is equal to corresponding right coset. So these are the some special subgroups. These special subgroups are said to be normal subgroup of the group G. And symbolically we write H left triangle G. H is normal in G. It is symbol. Now what is a definition? A subgroup H of a group G is said to be normal subgroup of G if X belongs to G and H belongs to H. Implies that XHX belongs to H or X inverse HX belongs to H. But in proof of theorem you will use either one from these two. So H is a normal G, we write. For a group G, we have at least two normal subgroups, set containing identity and itself. These normal subgroups are known as improper normal subgroups. If other subgroups, normal subgroups exist, these normal subgroups are said to be proper normal subgroups of the group G. Now we prove that A3 is normal in S3, where A3 and S3 has their usual meanings. A3 is alternating group of degree 3 and S3 is alternate symmetric group of degree 3. A3 is the group of 3 even permutation, where S3 is symmetric group of degree 3 means it has 6 elements, factorial 3 elements, in which 3 are even and 3 are odds. Now, to prove the theorem, we show that A3 is subgroup of S3 and normal property should be satisfied. We consider alpha and beta belongs to A3. These two are even permutations. Imply that alpha beta inverse. Beta belongs to A3 means even permutation. Inverse of even permutation is even permutation. So beta inverse belongs to A3. So product of two even permutation is again even permutation. Hence alpha beta inverse belongs to A3. Also phi A3 is not equal to phi subspace of S3. So A3 is subgroup of S3. Now for all alpha belongs to A3 and beta belongs to S3. Now beta alpha beta inverse belongs to A3. We have two cases here, B3, B, beta is even, so beta inverse is even. So beta alpha beta inverse belongs to A3. If a beta is odd, then beta inverse is also odd. Implies beta alpha beta inverse belongs to even permutation. Hence, in both cases, it is a even permutation as the theorem. Now, what is the center of group? Let G be the group, then ZG, set of all those elements of G such that XG equal to GX belong to G belong to H. is called the center group. इट इज जनरलाइजेशन ऑफ द नॉर्मलाइजर. नॉर्मलाइजर में क्या करते थे कि एक ही एलिमेंट के साथ कम्यूट करने वाले होते थे. यहाँ सारे एलिमेंट साथ कम्यूट करने वाले जी के एलिमेंट्स. तो थ्योरम है कि जेड जी बिलोंग्स टू जी वेयर जी इज ए ग्रुप. तो जेड इज सब ग्रुप ऑफ जी. तो नॉन एम्प्टी सब सेट है. दो एलिमेंट ले x1 x2 बिलोंग टू जेड है. तो x1 बिलोंग टू x और x2 बोथ आर कम्यूट्स विद जी. तो x1 जी इक्वल टू जी x2 1, x2 जी इक्वल टू जी x2 2, pre or post multiply by x2 inverse using associativity, using inverse property, we find 3. So now g x1 x2 inverse using associativity, using first, again using associativity, again using third, again associativity. So we find that x1 x2 inverse commutes with g. It means x1 x2 inverse belongs to zg. So hence we can say it is a subgroup. Now x belongs to g and h belongs to center element. Then x h x inverse, x h x inverse equal to x is equal to hx. Using this, finally we have h which belongs to zj. Hence, by NS condition, it zg is normal subgroup of g. Thank you.